Hi, fifth grade. It's Mrs. Mangold. I miss all your faces. I miss doing art with you. And I was speaking with Miss Terrell, and I thought it would be a really fun thing to maybe do a art project with you in connection with my high school students. So right now, my high school students are learning about portraits and drawing their self-portraits, which means they're drawing their own face. And I thought, well, that would be really fun. We could do something together with the fifth graders because I know you guys all know how to do a portrait. And Miss Terrell said that would be great. So today I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I'm going to give you some directions, and then you're going to have some choices of which one you like. So the first off, these are called artist trading cards. So artist trading cards are these little tiny pieces of cardstock that are kind of like a Pokemon card or a baseball card or something like that. And what you do is on one side you draw your picture, and on the other side you write a little bit of information. Like you give it a title and then write the date and your name, and then the contact information is going to be that you're a fifth grade student at Forest View. And then you are going to give these back to me, and I'm going to pass them out to my high schoolers, and they're going to give you their trading card. So you're going to get the high schoolers trading card, and they are going to get your trading card. And so it's going to be really fun to see what you guys create and what the high schoolers create, and we're going to trade them up with each other. So the first assignment, or the first project that you could choose from, is a half portrait. So it's one where you only see half of your face, and then you write your name down one side. If you don't want to write your name for this one, but you really like this idea, you could write something else down the side. You could write, like, maybe if you like to play a sport, you could write the sport you love, like baseball or basketball or swimming, down the side. Or if you play an instrument, maybe you could write that down the side. Or if you have something extracurricular that you like to do, like singing or dancing or theater. Or if you wanted to just write a word that like means something important to you, you could write that down the side. If you didn't want to do your name, you could do your name too. That would be fine. Okay, so that's the first one. And then the second one is one where you draw your face wearing some sunglasses, and inside the sunglasses, you are going to show something fun you hope you get to do this summer. So we're not actually going to the beach this summer. We're going to do a different trip, but I really love going to the beach. So I put my eyes going to the beach in this image. So these are the starting points. I'm going to show you how they should look when they're finished as well. And I'm going to walk you through these assignments today. And then I have two handouts that'll come with my directions. And whichever one you pick to do, then you can have those directions a little bit more step by step along with the video. Okay, so we're going to start with I'm going to screen share here, and we're going to start with the one with the half of the face. Okay, let's start with the one with the half of the face. So the way that this is going to work is you're going to kind of draw a line through the middle really lightly, because you're going to have to erase it. You're going to draw where the middle of your paper is. And then you're going to think about, like, this half of the paper, we're going to draw a line and divide that in half as well. Okay. And then this bottom half, from the middle of the paper to the bottom half, we're going to try to draw a line and draw between the halfway point of the bottom half of the paper. So now we've kind of divided our paper up into 4 sections. The reason we're doing this is because it makes it look more realistic if we get the eyes, nose, and mouth in the right place. So now I'm going to think about where the side of my head is going to go. So this is going to be right about here, right down the middle of the paper. And then I'm going to curve it down to this bottom line. Okay. And then right here on this line, we're going to put our eye. Eye is going to fall right here on this line here. Our nose is going to fall right here on this line. So we're going to do, again, remember, it's half of our nose. So we're just going to do half of our nose right here. Our eyebrow goes up over our eye, and that's actually what connects to our nose. And then our mouth is going to fall in between the chin and the nose. Now, sometimes it's a little challenging to only draw half of a mouth, because people want to, sometimes they make both the lip bump in the center of your lip show up on this other side. So we don't really need that lip bump there because we're only drawing half of it. I like to make my mouth open and smiling just because I like to have teeth showing because I think it's fun. But you don't have to. You could just draw your lips. But remember, only drawing half of the lips, okay? Then we're gonna draw the neck and make a line right here that connects where your shirt hits. And then we're gonna make the shoulder go out. Now, if you have short hair, you're going to draw an ear, and then you're gonna draw your short hair going down in front of your ear, and then the edge of your short hair will come down to your ear, and you'll erase that little line like that. So it looks a little different if you have short hair than if you have long hair. If you have long hair, your hair is gonna come down in front of your ear and kind of cover up that ear. So you won't actually have to draw an ear unless you want your hair pushed behind your ear. If you want your hair pushed behind the ear, you could draw that ear in there, okay? And if you have and then the last thing I'm gonna do is put in the little pupil. That's that little black part in the center of the eye. I also like to add a little bit of eyelashes to mine, but that's up to you. And then I'm gonna erase those little lines through the middle. You can do this at the end because we're gonna go over this with marker, but I'm gonna erase those just so you can see what's going on. And then if you have glasses, you're gonna draw the glasses right along the top edge of the eye. And then you're going to make them go down below your eye and then go over the bridge of your nose. And if you want to thicken them up, that's totally fine. You can just go around those lines you already made and make them get a little thicker if you have those, if you have a different frame like that, okay? All right, so then once you've drawn half of your face, then down this edge, you're gonna write those letters. Now, some people struggle to draw these bubble or block letters. So what you can do is you can lightly write your name in with just regular old letters. So I'm just gonna fit it in there with regular old letters down the side of my paper, just like that. And then I'm gonna make a fence that goes around those letters. So then when I am done, I can erase the original letter and there's my block letter. So I'm gonna make a fence that goes around all of my letter, a fence that goes all the way around. It doesn't connect anywhere to that original letter, okay? It doesn't connect to it. We wanna go around it so that we get, so that we get its own shape. So like a lot of people want to take the O and they just want to put a circle in the middle. I want you to go around the O and then put a circle in the middle and then erase the original O. That way you get that actual plumped up bubble or block letter, okay? And you don't have to erase those middle lines yet because we're gonna go back over this with marker. So then I'm gonna send some of these little thin markers to school for you and you're gonna use them to trace over only the lines you want to keep. So if I don't want to keep those middle lines of my name, I won't trace over those with the marker. I will leave those alone. And then when you're all done tracing, you will take your big eraser and you will erase any pencil lines you don't want. So the other thing that you don't want to trace are those lines we drew through our picture. So when we drew those lines through our picture, and then you're going to erase those out, okay? Now for this one, I want you to use your colored pencils and I want you to at least color your name, a cool name or word you chose, I should say, a cool color choice. You could even make it have a pattern if you wanted to. And then maybe if you want to color the whole thing, that's totally fine. But I do want you to at least put a little pop of color in some of these parts of your face. I know some of you might not have a good skin color for your actual skin tone. So if that's the case and you don't have that, maybe just leave it the color of the paper and color everything else in. But if you do have a good skin color, color your skin in as well. Okay, so we're gonna color all of it in with colored pencils. Okay, that's the first one. And the second one, I'm going to move on. The second one is the one with the sunglasses. Now, this one's a little different because I don't want you to do those lines through it. What I want you to start with today when you draw is I want you to start with two big, I think they look like the pockets on jeans, two big half ovals on your page, and kind of put them near the top half. Like if this is half of my page, I put them right above the top half. And then I'm going to build my sunglasses around those. Now, if you didn't want them to be rounded, if you don't want them to be half ovals, you could make them all square and then just go around them with your sunglass parts. Okay, and then in those pictures, so this year I'm actually going to take a trip I'm taking a road trip. So I'm going to draw the road in my sunglasses for this one. We're going on a road trip. We're going to go see some awesome trees and some awesome rock formations, stuff outside. It's going to be some nice views to see. So I'm going to draw that in my sunglasses. And then I'm going to draw my nose. So the nose is going to come right between the sunglasses and come down. Don't make it go too far down because you need to have room for all the rest of your face. So I'm going to put my smile in. Again, I like to show teeth. If you don't want to show teeth, you don't have to. And then I'm going to draw my chin in here. So I'm going to put that around. It's going to start from one edge of the sunglasses down around the other. Then I'm going to do my neck, my shirt, my shoulders, and now my hair. Now, if you have short hair, once again, you would just draw your hair here onto your forehead like that, and then you draw the top of your hair down on the sides like that. If you have long hair, again, you can make it come down the sides and in front of your shirt, and then just draw the edges here. Because I have long hair, I sometimes like to put a few lines like that on my hair just to show that it's going in that direction. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing that we did in the other one. We're going to do outline with Sharpie and then erase with your big eraser. And then for this one, I really just want you to color in what's happening in the sunglasses. I think that this is the part we want to highlight. It's called the focal point. And so I think that's going to be the coolest is if we just color in what's going on inside the sunglass lens, like they're reflecting out. If you wanted to color the sunglass, like the rim of the sunglass, I think that would be kind of fun too. So that's another option. But I think for sure, when we're coloring this, we want to think about just coloring in that focal point, which is our glasses. I have had some people in the past, and Miss Terrell can show you some examples I'm going to send. I've had some people in the past who have colored their shirt as well. So if you wanted to maybe do like a pattern, oops, that's probably the same color. I need to pick a different color. Maybe they did like a pattern or some sort of a design on their shirt to make it kind of stand out too. That is totally cool. Again, remember, these are your creations. So I'm just looking for some fun art that we can share with each other. On the back of the artist trading card, you're going to give it a title. Like this one, I said, showing my best side, because there's only one side of my face. I thought that was funny. And then the date that you make it, the number of drawings you do. So if some of you might choose to do both styles and see if there might be enough to trade at the high school. And if that happens, maybe you'll put that this is number 1 and then this is number 2. So this is the first one I did of this one. And then your name. At least put your first name. If you don't feel comfortable putting your last name, at least put your first name there. And then your contact, we're going to put that you're a 5th grade student at Forest View. And then my high school students will tell you what grade they are in at Olathe Northwest. Okay, so you'll know, because I have all kinds of grades. I have freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors in my class. So you'll have a bunch of different options to choose from. Okay, so good luck. I can't wait to see what you do and have fun.